This is Niche Spotlight. In this column, we regularly introduce new games to our fans, so please leave feedback and let us know if there's a game you want us to cover. Today's spotlight is Immortal Darkness, Curse of the Pale King, a top-down dungeon crawler by Giant Space Monster. Old is on the verge of collapse. Only a few strongholds still stand against the Pale King and his vampire legions. You play as Shade, a half-vampire that represents the last hope for civilization. You can check out a trailer above. Navigate the Pale King's labyrinthian dungeon full of traps, enemies, and puzzles to confront him in a final battle for humanity. The game's main gimmick is that, as a half-vampire, your most efficient way of regaining health is to drain the blood of your enemies. However, each time you do so, you come closer to succumbing to the vampire's curse. There are shrines and potions that can slow the curse, but they are few and far between. The game recently received an update that implemented support for Xbox One and PS4 controllers. Immortal Darkness, Curse of the Pale King is available on Windows PC via Steam for $19.99, and is currently 50% off. Here's a rundown of the game. Immortal Darkness, Curse of the Pale King is a dark fantasy dungeon crawler, that blends the best of old-school dungeon crawlers with modern graphics, slick combat, and context-driven audio. It features challenging real-time tactical combat, a wide variety of spells, and a dark and brooding dungeon full of lethal enemies, sadistic traps, and mind-bending puzzles. The world of Old is under siege by the vampire who have destroyed and devoured all but a few remaining strongholds of civilization. The world's last hope, Shade, an ancient and legendary vampire hunter, has been bitten in the last epic battle on the surface. You play as Shade, now struggling against the vampiric curse, using it to heal yourself but at a terrible price. You must fight your way through a twisted labyrinth of horror and death to finally face the Pale King, Lord of all vampires, before succumbing to the vampiric curse yourself. Key features. Fools rush in. This is a game that will challenge you to think tactically about every situation. Rushing into a room without a good plan will most likely get you killed very quickly. Control the flow of combat by using spells and potions to slow, stun, confuse, poison, scatter, separate and take out your enemies a few at a time. The Thirst. As a half-vampire, your primary means of healing is drinking the blood of your fallen enemies. Using this ability pushes you closer and closer to full vampire. Use it sparingly or pay the price. There are ways to reduce your buildup of evil, such as potions and holy altars, but they are few and your enemies are many. Items are everything, with the exception of your basic melee attack. Every spell and ability you will have is based on the items you choose to equip to the 6 slots in your action bar. As you progress through the game and your pack begins to fill with dozens of items, choosing what you equip to your action slots will define everything about how you play and what you can do. Secrets within secrets. Few will find every secret or unlock every puzzle in this centuries-old dungeon. Evil has been at work here since ancient antiquity, and there is more concealed in this place of eternal gloom than anywhere else in Old. Decisions that will shape the cosmos. There are many factions at play here, and who you decide to ally with and who you decide to oppose has the power to dramatically reshape your story and the fate of this world, and possibly many others.